Happy Thumbs Gaming. Big show.
Hey, what's up everyone? It's Brian with Happy Thumbs Gaming, and today we've got another LEGO Dimensions video for you. This one happens to be from Story Pack 71264, which is the LEGO Batman movie Story Pack. It's level 2, the Fortress of Solitude, and we're going to go ahead and shoot for that rule breaker requirement of 110k, and we're going to try to get through this level as quickly as possible. But hey, first things first, let's start off right where we left off, right here in the old Batcave.
What happened last night?
What didn't happen, sir?
Gotham City is still reeling from the events of last night, when the Joker handed himself and his fellow villains over to the authorities after gate-crashing Commissioner Gordon's retirement party.
Wait a minute. Joker gave himself up?
Indeed, amazing scenes. And on the subject of the gala, all of us here at the network would like to congratulate Barbara Gordon on becoming our new police commissioner. I'm sure Jim Gordon looked far and wide before recommending his own daughter for the job.
Convenient timing.
I'm surprised you forgot. After all, you also adopted an orphan at the gala. And rather overindulged yourself with lobster, I see.
Wait, what was that?
The lobster?
No, the orphan.
Ah, yes, Master Grayson. Apparently you agreed to adopt him at the gala.
I think I would remember. Uh-oh. Well, he's getting unadopted.
Oh dear, that will be awkward.
Why?
Because I just this moment let him into the back
Alfred.
and into your heart.
Oh my gosh! This is the Batcave. Oh, huh? You're Batman! This is the Bat computer!
Hey, don't touch that. You'll trip the security protocols.
Ooh, what do they do?
That.
All right, nothing like going to a party and waking up totally unaware that you've adopted a young googly-eyed sidekick. But all right, here we are in the old Cave Day Batman, and we are going to look around. It looks like we have to build up our Bat computer. It looks like it's not quite complete, so we're gonna have to trudge around here in the old Bat Cave and see what's cracking. Now, we've seen all sorts of versions of Bat Caves. In fact, there's been the old 60s TV movie or TV one. There's been all sorts of versions for movies and other TV shows, game versions. This is a new one. This one's a little bit different than the ones we've seen in the past, and it's going to require us to use some of our detective skills. So go ahead and follow the old walkway down and around to this lower level here, and of course you're going to see a little icon indicated for the detective scent. So activate that, move your character onto the right side of the toy pad, which is actually going to reveal a little sound puzzle, which we follow the sound over to this wall. And look at that, we've got a vent here, and it tells us we need to have somebody like Robin to access these vent access panels. And you know what? This is one of my favorite parts of the game and of the movie. There was a scene that uses this kind of mentality where, you know, you're flopping around, where Batman is basically against what's going on, and I won't tell you too much, but it's hilarious. The commentary goes something like this: no, 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 no. And yeah, it's pretty hilarious. But all right, we have officially brought Robin onto the toy pad. You probably noticed that we didn't use him in the first level, and that's because in the movie, he is not around until this point in the story, so we just tried to keep it real. You do need him to actually access this level, but as soon as we were loading in, I removed him and made it look like he wasn't part of it. But all right, so we've officially gone up with Robin and flipped that switch, and we are one step closer to getting our Bat computer where we need it to be. And truth be told, what we're doing right now is actually looking for the build instructions for it. Now, we actually should have a video online already for the build instructions of the Bat computer, but if we don't, it's coming soon, I promise. And all right, this is the lower level down here. There's not a whole lot going on down here. In fact, there's a cool little grapple point that gets us back up there a lot quicker than riding the old... And notice, too, these bat elevators or escalators, whatever you want to call them, they are all shaped like bats. That's pretty sweet. All right, we're back up top now, and look at that. We have gotten the... well, we removed the laser beams with Robin in that vent. Now we can get up top here and use our bat wing to go ahead and carry this cargo. Now, we've seen this before in an earlier level. It was one of the mini kits was required a vehicle that could tow around things like this, and it took me a minute to even figure out who could do it. But now we've got another vehicle that can do it too. So the Batwing to the rescue! And look at that, dynamite! We put that giant stick of dynamite there, and it looks like we're gonna need Robin's help again to go ahead and fix this, as Batman does not have any kind of repair ability. So hopefully your googly-eyed wonder isn't stuck way back here and you have to trudge all the way back up. Hopefully it's a little quicker for you, but anyways, it's fast enough. We get over here, we get up close, we press the icon indicator, which happens to be that old swinkle button, and look at that, we have officially made it go kaboom. So or booyah kashow, as we like to say around here. Next up, we have a little bit of a master build. So go ahead and grab Batman and move him around on the toy pad. And look at that, we've got the old build instructions for the Bat computer. So we're not going to bore you with those right now. Like I said, we do have a video for that if you're looking for those. And look at this. Oh, booyakashow! It's going to build that Bat computer and take us right into the next cutscene.
Computer, how do I put the Joker in the Phantom Zone?
Joker can only be put in the Phantom Zone using the Phantom Zone projector. Current location of the Phantom Zone projector is at Superman's Fortress of Solitude, deep inside the atomic cauldron. However, biometric analysis indicates only an object with a 2.31 centimeter circumference can enter the cauldron.
I can't fit in there with these darn shoulders. I'm way too buff.
Additionally, once inside the cauldron, multiple Kryptonian defense systems engage, including the acid mode, ring of napalm, jaws of death. Chance of total mission failure is 110%.
Those are not great odds. Wait a minute. Hey, kid.
Yes, sir. Ah! Woo.
Follow me. By the way, it's not cool to borrow people's clothes without asking first.
Sorry. Shouldn't we check with Bruce Wayne that it's okay for me to go with you?
Nah, it's okay. We've actually got shared custody of you.
Diggity dog!
Okay, here's the plan. I'll keep Superman busy while you sneak into that vent and get the projector. Got it?
Copy that! Oh!
Batman. Hey everyone, Batman's here.
You're having a party?
You didn't get your invite? We were all wondering why you weren't here. Weren't we?
Yes, we were.
Well, it must have got lost in the mail. So that's that completely explained.
He's my +1.
Enjoy the party.
Oh no, I'm not buying it. Are you buying it? I kind of feel like Superman's got some explaining to do. I'm not sure what's going on there, but it looks like we got left behind. You know, hey, guess what? There's a little bit of a rivalry going on between the old Batwonder and Superman, so I guess it comes at no surprise. Now, I get really close. If you actually looked very hard on the right side of your screen there, when I stopped, there was a little circle that we needed to go to, but I wasn't sure. I didn't see it, and I was like, oh no, where are we going? And as it turns out, we're actually looking for a detective circle, and so I hop on the old Batwing and start flying around, and then booyakashow, I fly right over the top of it, and there she blows. So we'll go ahead and hop off the old Batwing and hit the icon indicated over the old detection spot. And look at this, we get a new one. This one's a little weird. I'm not sure what that square was focusing on my lower region there, but it certainly was. Actually, what it was focusing on is the green stank that's on the ground. We need to follow this scent all the way around and be careful not to get cut on the bar stool like I did there. But yeah, it makes its way all the way up and around to this DJ Doggy up here. That's right. And old Super Pup sitting there, and we try to blame the smell on him. Watch this. Must have been overpowered by the smell of the dog. Well, dogs can get rather odorous, if you know what I'm saying. And yeah, this is a cutscene, but it was a really short cutscene, and I didn't figure we needed to remove this. You can see we actually are getting queued right now. We need to find some sort of way to get these guys distracted and make our way through there. So we'll be indicated to move our character on the toy pad over to the far right, and look at that. It actually guides us right over to that big group of people. And wait for it, wait for it. What's gonna happen? Everything is awesome. Come on, there's something going on here. Waiting for it, waiting for it. There we go. I don't know why that took so long. It was a weird loading situation there. All right, so now we got to switch on over to the thermal next. Now, the thermal is going to guide us up and over to the right-hand side area. In fact, we haven't been over here yet. And look at that, we've got a bunch of pictures on the wall. I like this too. There's definitely some good banter back and forth talking about, you know, all the pictures are of Superman. Pretty vain if you ask me, you know. Everything's named after you. That's for legal reasons. That's hilarious. It's straight out of the movie too. Not exactly word for word, but pretty close. And yeah, if you haven't seen this movie yet, I highly recommend watching the movie before trying to play any more, as it does give you all the spoilers. Hey, if you're not worried about spoilers, I guess that's all right too, but... All right, Robin, we're finding, has all sorts of cool features. We know he can go through the vents, but did you know he can light up dark areas? He's kind of like a wizard, but not quite. And look at this. Doing the worm, doing the worm. Oh, look at that. I found a secret entrance. That's probably got to be a mini-kit or something up there. But as you know, we do not get any of the collectibles, if possible, in our story mode videos. So we'll save that for our free play, which we'll come back and probably get all mini-kits at some point. So we've got quite a few of the original levels done. We haven't really come back and done any of the, you know, wave 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So we got lots to do. In fact, Reese and I pulled out all of our LEGO Dimensions boxes yesterday that we have not opened and unboxed for you guys yet. And it was pretty sad. The numbers are against us. We've certainly unboxed way less than we have unboxed. So, wait, unboxed. We haven't unboxed. I don't know. I totally confused with that. What I'm trying to say is that we have like 20 boxes that we haven't unboxed for you guys yet. So if there's things that you have not seen on our channel yet, maybe like Unikitty, or I guess we did Unikitty, but you know, some of the ones that we haven't done. Let's just put it that way. If there's things that we haven't done that you'd like to see, let's get her done. Meanwhile, there was that giant disco ball we had to use our grapple hook for to go ahead and rip that plug down. And look at this, we got a giant pinata now, and these guys are all distracted, giving us free access over here, except for, how are we going to get up top? That's so high. Well, it looks like another grapple plug, so we'll go ahead and spam that button until you rip the speaker down, and we actually have a couple of bricks we can build up into a nice little boing, boing. That's right, we're going to get a little trampoline action going on here and switch on over to the Boy Wonder, because he's the one that's got the twirly pole access. And we'll go ahead and spin to win all the way up top, and basically you just need to get to this middle pole and drop it like it's hot. Look at that, we've revealed a Batarang terminal. So next we're going to have to switch to the old Batarang man, and booyakashow. We have filled that up, and it opens the door. So we're going to move on through, except for, there's another door. All right, so some pretty good safety preventatives here. So, all right, so there's a puzzle here. So each one of these Batarang terminals cues off a Superman sound. Now, it turns out you have to do it in a specific order, and I totally messed that up. Like, I wasn't really even sure that I'd messed it up. Like, I thought I'd gotten it right. Look at me, I'm all, like, smug, standing there, like, smiling for the camera, but turns out, nope, I actually got it wrong. So, the pattern really is bottom right, bottom left, bottom right, middle. So I failed this one, too. All right, so here we go. This time, third time's a charm, right? It's the old rule of 3. It's Lego. That's got to be how it is, right? So, dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. That's right. We have officially completed the old superhero song for Superman, and it opens the door, which gives us access right into the next cutscene.
Are you ready to do this?
I was born. Oh, hang on, my shoelace. Sorry. I was born red. Oh, my other shoelace. Diddly diddy 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 diddy. Okay. I was born.
Just move. All right, so there's lots of zigging and a zagging required for this next area here. As you can see, we start off in this upper area with a couple of robots attacking us. We got some laser beams on the right. We've got a little area, nook and cranny we can drop down to below here. We just got to figure out what is next. Oh, and look at that. There looks like there's an area you can actually fly up into the sky with, too. So probably another mini kit or something up there, maybe even the minifig in peril. Make sure you grab the old Bluesy up in that left corridor and then drop down below. And, of course, you're going to need Robin and his lighting ability to go ahead and light up this little nook. And check it out. We actually have a switch that we can flip, and now we've got access beyond those lasers. Now, I have to be honest, there is a section coming up here where I had to do kind of a hard edit. It works out okay. It doesn't look too ridiculous because I've been doing this a while, and when I make a mistake and I figure something out, I usually can mend it up pretty good and edit it up so it looks pretty natural in the old editor. But anyhow, yeah, I get this complicated. For some reason, I think that the Keystone terminals are only accessible by Batman, and that's a mistake. And I'll elaborate on that a little bit more once we get there. But I did find that there is kind of a little pattern here. Basically, it's the same as those rocks squishing us in the last level 2. You just got to make sure that you are right at the closest point to danger, right before it passes you, and then as soon as it passes you, just keep on keeping on right by it. So you might die a time or two, but hey, you only lose a few studs, and we've got plenty of studs, so don't worry about that. Next up, we've got all these security cams. It's going to require the old stealth ability from Batman, so hit the circle button, or I guess B, depending on which platform you're playing on, and go all stealthy and make it by those cameras. And once you get on through, you're going to use the Batarang to go ahead and allow access for Robin to get through. So we're making some good ground here. This part right here kind of confused me a little bit too, and this isn't the main problematic point that I was already referring to, but you're going to smash the old icicle on the far right, which actually gives us some buildable bricks into this push switch. So we'll go ahead and flip that guy all the way around, and look at that. Yes, I've got it all the way. Maybe I didn't push it far enough. Maybe that's my problem. But as it turns out, see, my guess is there's some twirly pulls that come out of those, but see, they didn't come out, and I ended up just doing like the super jump. Watch this. Dun, 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 dun. That's right. I flew like Superman for a brief second there. At least it seemed like I did. But, all right, hopefully you either got the twirly pulls out, it was easy for you, or you made the double jump just like I did. We'll make our way into the vent and get our worm on all the way down to this area. And guess what? There is a machine here that needs some repairing. So sometimes you need to switch to another character. And in this case, Robin can rip off his main costume and go into this secondary costume, which I won't ruin that for you. That is relevant to the movie, sort of. And it doesn't appear as though his secondary costume can do the repair feature. So make sure that you switch to Robin if you're having issues, and not the super. I don't even know what that other Robin is called. Actually, I know I just said, oh, it's in the movie, but I don't even know. So we'll have to come back to that. Oh, and you know what? Oh man! So just a second ago, I was referencing, oh, in the last video, you have to get to the closest point of danger, and then keep on keeping it. Well, this is what I was talking about. So, man, this last 48 hours has been a total blur, with Warner Brothers sending us these packages, which, by the way, shout out to Warner Brothers for hooking us up with this awesome story pack, as well as a couple of fun packs for Wave 7.5 and LEGO Dimensions. But, you know, with all that coming, and then plus we were trying to finish up some of the Fantastic Beasts story, plus we had some other stuff going on. We just finished up LEGO Harry Potter. I mean, it's been crazy around here. So, I apologize for that little snafu there, me thinking that we'd already played this level. Because I edit these all together at once, and I often do audio at a later time. So, anyhow, it's enough excuses from me. We'll go ahead and slither our way through another vent with Robin. And, of course, we have to make our way through these handhelds, which the bars are kind of squirrely. But luckily for me, I made a good jump, and I'm up, and I'm safe. And look at that, we need a Batarang, but unfortunately, Robin doesn't have it. So we got to find a way to get Batman over here. And, all right, so bust open these boxes and rebuild this. Ooh, look at this. It's a cube. And we'll go ahead and push that cube and block the laser beam path, which gives Batman access to get over here. And we're getting pretty close to that problematic area I was talking about earlier. But use the old Batarang on the terminal there. It's going to start making these ice blocks pow up and down. And I recommend only doing one at a time. This one's a little bit tougher too, as the ground below you is running in the opposite direction of which you need to go. So you might find that jumping helps a little bit along the way. Maybe not. Maybe running's just fine for you. All right, we find a Mission Impossible terminal over here in the far right. That's not going to do us any good for now because we do not have any extra characters. Well, we do, but we're not using them right now. Now, all right, here we go. We've got another one of these shield reflection spots, and I'm kind of like wondering, all right, well, how do I do this? But as it turns out, if you have the right character in the right spot, and it happens to be Robin standing on this shield reflection point, you're going to actually need his other character. So go ahead and rip into his, I guess it's his version of Batman. I mean, it's like, I really don't know. If you know the answer to this, like what this suit represents, let me know. I've seen the movie. I guess I just didn't catch it. But yeah, anyhow, we open the door with the reflection, and it gives us this crazy sequence here where we got to make these really methodical jumps timed perfectly. Otherwise, you will plummet to your doom. And really, the best advice I can give you here is simply get right to the edge and just kind of wait and be patient and make the jumps, and you'll make it all the way across. No worries, no worries, no worries. All right, we are all the way over here. Last but not least, we've got some handhelds we need to climb up, and I don't think Batman's going to be able to make this happen for us, so we're going to have to switch back to Robin. I kind of cheated, as I didn't want to have to fight those twirling, rolling balls anymore. I guess they're not balls. They're more of like, I don't know what they're. Anyhow, moving along. This has a little security feature, too. You got to watch out for that red laser beam. Will melt your face off if you try to jump through it, so, you know, wait for it to go to the top so you can jump onto the bottom, and then wait in the middle before going to the top. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. All right, here is kind of the beginning of my problematic point here. So we have to smash and rebuild this keystone terminal, which, again, is empty. We have to find the logo for it. So go ahead and attach the old phase. I almost called it the path. The phase logo to it, which activates 3 different points now. We've got a blue, a pink, and an orange. So this is where I make my mistake. And the edit's coming soon, so just be ready for that. You can see here I have Batman active for the orange part of our toy pad, not Robin. See how Robin is not active? Watch what happens when I go up top. He gets fried and knocked off of that thing. If I get too close, I get zapped. And I'm still just like, what's going on here? So anyhow, I finally figured it out. You actually have to have Robin moved to the orange part of the toy pad as well. Once you do that, he is invulnerable or invincible. Invincible. Wrong word, Brian. Wrong word. And we'll go ahead and make our way up the ladder and hit the icon indicated to go ahead and activate the elevator. And look at that. He hums happily, and the elevator goes up for us. So that took me probably 10 minutes of wandering around going, what do I do? What? And trying all these other ones. So I do kind of a quick overview because I actually did the blue one. Or no, excuse me. I actually did the purple one. In between the edits, so you don't actually get to see me do this, but you have to walk up to the catapult and you have to line up and basically launch into that little icon in the middle right there. See it right there in the middle, that little looks like a hit marker or a reticle there. Anyways, then you'll have to move on over to the blue side. Now keep in mind, Robin is still in the orange and he's up top here. And basically it's just a matter of removing the laser by pushing this bar up or back and forth. And you can see it moves the conveyor belt, and this cube, this portal cube, will block the laser beams, giving access to Robin. So you just have to move it to the right place and give access. Once you get all the way over to that vent, it's going to give us the freedom we need to go ahead and complete this level. It'll take us to the final cutscene, and of course, we'll see you at the totals after that. So spin to win one last time and drop down, Robin. Come on, make your way out to that vent, and let's see what's inside there.
Any advice?
Just stay calm. Jump.
Got it!
Next stop, Gotham. It's time to deal with the Joker once and for all.
So, how do I get back out?
He seemed a little disappointed there, did he not? All right, well, hey, guess what? The Fortress of Solitude story is now complete. And as we already mentioned, we got a handful of studs, 74,000 and some change, but that wasn't quite enough in order to get that rule breaker requirement. So let's see, what was our percentage? I don't even remember. All right, let's see what you got. Almost, not quite, so 67%. Yeah, no minifig in peril. Hey, that looks... I wonder, I haven't been paying attention. The minifigs in peril for this story pack, are they all the same or are they different? I know that in the Fantastic Beasts ones, they appeared to all be the same. So anyhow, that continue button takes us to this screen, and you know what that means? That's going to wrap it up for LEGO Dimensions, a LEGO Batman movie, Level 2, The Fortress of Solitude story. Kind of fumbled my words there, but shh, don't tell anyone. And hey, if you guys enjoyed this, make sure you click that like button, share it with your friends and family and all that stuff, and we greatly appreciate it. Our goal, as you know, this year is to blast on through overall 30 million views, and hopefully that 100,000 subscriber mark too, so you can help with that. And hey, head on over to Facebook, Twitter, or simply comment, vote, subscribe down below if you guys have any questions, comments, or requests. We got links for all of our social networks down below in the video description, so hey, make sure you check those out, because they could be kind of handy if you're in a hurry or looking for something specific. So anywho, that's gonna go ahead and wrap things up for me. As you know, I've got lots more to do. I got 4 more levels of gameplay. I've got another unboxing for level for wave 7.5, folks. Boy, I don't know what's going on with me. I guess it's early. Honestly, in all honesty, I just woke up. I've been up for like 25 minutes, and so yeah, my brain's still asleep, so you can't blame me. I'm blaming my brain. Yeah. Yeah. All right, I'm having way too much fun being a maroon, as I like to call it. But all right, to the as always, that's gonna do it for me. Until next time. Don't mind me, I'm just a little cray-cray. Flip!